The Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most iconic suspension bridge in the world, with a main span of 4,200 feet and a total height of 746 feet. The Golden Gate Bridge connects the San Francisco Bay and the Pacific Ocean. It was opened in 1937, and since then, it has become an iconic figure for San Francisco. Wherever you live in this world, you have seen this bridge at least one time in your life, whether it would be in movies or in real life. So, without further ado, this is the Golden Gate Bridge Iceberg explained. Layer 1. The bridge was supposed to be painted in blue and yellow. The U.S. Navy had lobbied that the bridge be painted in blue and yellow stripes to increase its visibility. But when the steel arrived in San Francisco painted in a burnt red hue as primer, the consulting architect decided the color was both highly visible and more pleasing to the eye. The bridge's color is officially called International Orange. The bridge was opened on Pedestrians' Day. It was opened on May 27, 1937, which is also Pedestrians' Day. Over 200,000 people walked the bridge that day, and many competed to do many firsts on the bridge, as in the first to run on the bridge, the first to ride a bike on the bridge. You get the idea. World record. When it was built, the Golden Gate Bridge spanned 4,200 feet and staked its claim as the longest suspension bridge in the world. It held this record for 27 years, until it was finally surpassed by the Verrazzano Bridge in New York City. Now, the Çanakkale Bridge in Turkey holds that title. Foggy. The Golden Gate Bridge usually gets 105 foggy days per year. Joseph Strauss. Joseph Strauss was the chief engineer of the Golden Gate Bridge. Before he built the Golden Gate Bridge, he was the designer of many other known bridges in the US and Canada. Many of his works were even copied in Europe. One thing to note about Joseph Strauss is that he was very strict with the workers during construction of the Golden Gate Bridge. They had a strict diet so constructors would not be dizzy, and anyone who would fool around would be sent home. Cinema appearance. The Golden Gate Bridge appeared in dozens of films. Most of the times it's destroyed though. Layer 2. The bridge got its name from the Golden Gate Strait. The bridge is named after the Golden Gate Strait, which is the entrance to the San Francisco Bay from the Pacific Ocean. Fog horns. The bridge has two fog horns in the middle and south of the bridge. The fog horns help ships get through when there is fog. These horns also blare different noises. 50th Anniversary Flatten Incident. On May 24, 1987, San Francisco celebrate the Golden Gate Bridge's 50th anniversary with a bridge walk. When an estimated 300,000 people were on the bridge, it started to groan and sway. The iconic arch of the bridge flattened. Officials were quick to arrive and the bridge was closed for some time, preventing 600,000 people to cross it. Engineers said afterwards that the bridge, which was made to bend, was never in danger of collapsing again. Opening day was huge. President Franklin D. Roosevelt announced its opening, although not in San Francisco. And when he pressed the telegraph in his office, every fire siren in San Francisco and Marin was sounded, every church bell rang, ships sounded their whistles, and every fog horn blew. It was a very cheerful day for San Francisco as it opened a whole new era. The bridge is constantly being painted. It takes a lot of maintenance to keep that iconic red color so bright. They don't necessarily paint it end to end, but they are constantly doing touch-up work. Layer 3. The bridge replaced a ferry service. Before the bridge was constructed, the people of San Francisco had to travel to Marin County by boat. A ferry operated there since the 1820s and operated for more than 100 years until the Golden Gate Bridge was constructed. However, there is still a ferry at the Golden Gate Bridge that is called Golden Gate Ferry. Over 1 billion people have crossed it. In February 1985, the 1 billionth car was recorded and the driver was even given a hard hat and a case of champagne to celebrate the occasion. Lead-based paint was replaced with zinc-based primer paint. The lead-based paint found out to be dangerous to the environment and humans. A huge cleanup to remove all lead-based paint from the bridge started in 1965 and ended in 1995. It was instead replaced with zinc-based primer paint which protects the steel from rust. The bridge was completed ahead of schedule. It started construction in 1933, during the Great Depression, and it finished construction in 1937 with an under-budget. 1935 earthquake. In June 1935 an earthquake struck the region as men worked atop the bridge's unfinished south tower, however nobody was hurt. Layer 4. The bridge has only been closed 8 times. There have been 3 closures due to high wind in 1951, 1982 and 1983. There was 1 construction closure in 1975 for cable replacement. For the 50th and 75th anniversaries, the bridge was closed to car traffic but open to pedestrians. It was closed twice for visiting dignitaries, Franklin D. Roosevelt and Charles de Gaulle, top location in the world. Self-explanatory, more than 100 people try jumping off the bridge every year, some get talked by the police off, some survive the fall, and some die. Safety net saved 19 lives during construction. During the construction of the bridge, a safety net was put below it and saved 19 lives. 11 people would still die from constructing the bridge though. A deterrent net. Barrier that started construction in 2018 and is expected to be completed in 2023. Layer 5. Horses aren't allowed on the bridge. In 2009, a horse rider was walking with his horse on the Golden Gate Bridge's sidewalk and was stopped. This is pretty understandable. Opposition. Many people opposed this project. Most thought it was ugly. There was a lawsuit by the ferry that was transporting people from San Francisco to Marin Country and some people said it ruined the natural beauty of the strait. However, this did not stop the construction of the bridge. Authorities eliminated pedestrian access to the bridge at nightfall. Along the prevention hotline, phones hung along the paths. This curfew was just one of the many efforts to diminish the attempts on the site. Woody Harrelson's bridge protest. In 1996, Woody Harrelson, now known as a famous actor, conducted a protest against the deforestation of an 60,000-acre ancient redwood grove in Northern California. He and other 9 people climbed up the Golden Gate Bridge at 9 a.m., causing traffic that delayed bikers, motorists, and hikers. In the end, 7,500 acres were negotiated on the table, but the environmentalists said that's not enough. What followed later I could not find any information on. Layer 6. There are 300 shipwrecks outside the gate. In the 1800s, there was a gold rush in California, and San Francisco's harbor became a vital shipping center. However, many ships were lost due to the ocean's challenging conditions. Today, there are over 300 shipwrecks below the bridge. The Night Stalker's disposal site. Serial killer Richard Ramirez disposed his bodies in 1985 at the Golden Gate Bridge, along with his sneakers so he could not be identified. Halfway to Hell Club. During construction, a safety net was put below the bridge and saved the lives of 19 men. These men formed the Halfway to Hell Club. The founder of this club was American-Italian Al Zampa. According to Zampa, when a man fell to his death on the Golden Gate Bridge, it was said he had fallen to hell, but when the 19 men who fell off but survived because of the safety net, it was said they had gone halfway to hell. And that's all for today's Iceberg. Subscribe if you want to see more, and if you have any iceberg suggestions you want me to cover, then leave them in the comments. That's all. Goodbye.